Alright, so flipping house is 101. Well, I'm flipping this beautiful house. I'll put another video with the house on probably in the next few days. Until then, we're just going to cover a few things about flipping homes in today's market, which is 2015. The price of the homes, especially around Washington D.C. area, where I kind of like to flip homes, is going to the roof. Really, it's a good time to get into it right now. I bought a property over the Bay Bridge, which is in eastern shore of Maryland, in Sandersville. Has 10 acres of land. A beautiful home. When I bought it, I made an offer to the bank before it went to the auction. So I had to, pay a little bit more than what they were asking the start price at the auction. I went full price that I thought will give me a good return back on the house. I got the house, and of course the house at that time, because of the trees, because the way it was looking, it looked like Adam's family home. It really looked really bad. Of course, when you start flipping homes, you're supposed to start with a small house, 2-bedroom home, probably 2 bathrooms that you can go in and out within a month. For me, I went ahead and did my first flip, and it's a 10 acres home, 4,000 square foot house, 4 bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms, kitchen. So I had to redo everything. Every single bedroom had to be redone. The floors are all gone. Living room area, it's like 25 by 45, no floor, just concrete. So it's a lot of expenses, and I did start with a budget of $100,000, but unfortunately that budget has been blown. I had to put a new air conditioning unit, a new heating system in. Then I was about to spend more money on the third floor because of that we didn't have AC or heating. They didn't have the ducts running. And just when I was about to get someone in to do it, I realized that the ducting system came through the floor in the bathroom on the third floor. So of course at that point, it's easy to run the ducts into the other 2 bedrooms. So now I don't have to spend almost $8,000 on Fuji systems. Those are very expensive. But things that I learned with that house, the plumbing issue, I had to redo the whole plumbing. I had to redo most of the electric work. And of course, it's only 20 years old house. However, because it was done by the owner, was not done properly, found out that the permits, and this is the big thing, people, when you got to do some research. Unfortunately, I'm learning the hard way. For example, the permits were pulled 20 years ago to build the house, and they never had a final inspection. So that delayed me starting the construction on the property renovation, because I had to get a structural engineer in to make sure the house is strong enough, and then I had to get an inspector coming in and tell me what I need to do to bring it up to code. So after going back and forth with the county, the inspector wanted to cancel those old permits, pull new ones. The county said, no, you don't need, just use the old ones. So finally we are going to use the old ones. But those things expect when you do flip homes, especially when these bank owned properties. The other thing that was very interesting, and I'm working now with the owners of the driveway. There is a driveway that I take to get to my property. Now, I knew with title company that there was supposed to be a road which I thought that was the driveway, that was the road that they were talking about, because the property was split in two, was subdivided, 4 acres and then one with 6 acres. Now, being subdivided means more money at the end of the day because the property is worth more money. However, when the bank foreclosed, they couldn't foreclose on 5 foot. It was like 5 feet on the road. They couldn't foreclose on that, so therefore the title company couldn't guarantee 2 lots, only 1 lot of 10 acres. Now we find out that the road that's supposed to be there is not there because the guy that built the house, that land was given to him by his mom. And his mother had a big driveway to her farmhouse, so therefore he used his mom's driveway and he never built the road. Now what that means for me personally, I have a property with no access. Even though I'm using the neighbor's driveway, now we just, issue with the money comes in. Because I'm pretty sure they want money for keep up the driveway, which is fair. There's no problem with me, but it all depends on how much money they want for the right of way. If not, then I have to build the road. Building the road, it's another $30,000 to $50,000 easy, if not even more, because the road is huge, it's long. But those are the things they have to. I should have done more homework on it, but I didn't. I jumped on it because I didn't want the property to go to auction. I didn't know how the price on the auction will have gone. But with everything that I paid for the house, it came up to like $300,000. And that's for the house. And that's me using a private lender because the banks wouldn't, qualify the house. I couldn't get a loan through the bank. And then I had $100,000 put on the side for renovations. That would bring me up to like $400,000, right? Well, the house easy would sell for $650,000 to $700,000. So of course, at that point, $250,000 to $300,000 profit, and I was like, maybe if I run into issues, that profit could come down to $150,000, what I'm happy with. Anything over $50,000 profit on one project, I'm happy with it. I'm not greedy, right? But everybody wants to make a little bit more money if they can. So I always remember when you do flipping homes, buy your house in the wintertime. If you can afford to buy 1 or 2 houses in the wintertime, because the spring is when home sells. And then you might want to buy in the summertime. But don't buy in the spring, don't buy in the fall. Because those are the 2 times when prices and competition is going really high. Before I bought this house, I offered on one house $27,000 over the asking price in cash, and still got beat up by somebody else who offered $80,000 over the asking price, just to see on how the market is. They had 33 offers on that one house. 33 offers. Again, I was the second one in a line. And that happened with 60 offers in a month. I always got second. So that's when I overpaid. I went out a little bit more than the asking price for this house, which I'm very happy with it, don't get me wrong. But I'm breaking the rule number 1 of flipping homes. And rule number 1 is don't fall in love with the house, which I am now. I'm falling in love with the house, and it's going to be hard for me to resell it, to be honest with you. I mean, the house is coming up so beautiful. The house is going to look so nice when it's done. And I'm scared that, of course, I want to keep it. Well, that's not a bad idea if you have the money, which I don't. So I just have to figure out a way to do it if I want to keep it. But again, when you do flipping homes, do it the right way. Do your homework. Don't jump to a house really quick. Make sure you take a contractor with you. and have them look through the house, give you a price. That way you kind of know where you are, because you want to have at least 10 to 20% return on your money at the end of the day. If you know, and like I said, start with a smaller house. Don't do what I did. I went for the biggest one that I could find. I'll post another video, of course, with the house, how it looked before, and then more how it's going to look during construction, and of course when it's done. This house has 4 bathrooms. I'll tell you what, one of the bathroom, it's huge. Those master bathroom like that, it's very rare when you're going to find one. And I'm still debating with the colors in the master bathroom. Kind of throws me off because of what they did over there and how they did it. And I want to keep it kind of the same. I don't want to change too much from the original bathroom of the house. That's a tough decision. That's really tough. But everything is possible. Again, we'll post more video. Watch my other videos. You're going to see with the house. And when you do flipping homes, always remember, don't build it the way you want it. Because if you build it the way you want it, I will tell you what, you're going to fall in love with that house, and you might not want to sell it. And that's what I'm doing with this house. I mean, it has 10 acres. It has a big barn where you can build another apartment, like apartment, probably 2-bedroom up on the top of the barn. Huge rooms, 2 bathrooms. But if I do decide to keep it, then I'll make a winery. I want to put grapes on the property and start making my own wine, if I do keep the house. But it all depends. You never know. Maybe I'll hit the Powerball on Saturday night. Then definitely I'll keep the house. Well, keep looking for those homes. If you want to ask me any questions, please do so at the bottom of this video. Just ask me any questions, and trust me, I have learned a lot with this flip. It's a beautiful home. Like I said, I'll put another video with the house, how it looked, and we'll go from there. All right, thanks, buds. Good luck.